Surprise, surprise, the king is back. The lights are turning on. And so it begins. Off the line, it looks like the Carolyn of Just Secret got a really good start there. It looks like Super Nitas and a couple other drivers really fell behind into turn one. It's going to be a really close one towards the back, as it looks like, oh, a little bit of a bump there. That's Big Pack got off. I think Valentine's gone around as well in that high-tech machine. Some good racing going on through the middle, and it looks like Grumpy Old Catman really close there to Jose Miguel. He's got Nicky 64 all over the gearbox. And is he going to be able to pull off the move into turn one? He's going to have to look into... This isn't turn one, this is like turn 8. Down into the corner, really sent it quite late there, and he's done very well. It's actually turn 5, that's VIP Tower corner there. I'll get it right, don't worry. Nicky64 made the move happen. Very seasoned F2 driver there, as well as El Majaco. He's hunting down his teammate for now of Grumpy Old Catman. Oh, and we got a car that's gone off there. I believe that was Slayer Eyes toward the back. I believe that's Samsung corner. Yeah, it looks like, oh, somebody's gone off back there, potentially Tono. And yeah, I think that is what happened, but we are still on with Majaco. And it looks like, yeah, someone's going around again towards the back. Grumpy Old Catman's going to lose it right in front of Majaco somehow. Majaco reacted fast enough there. Grumpy Old Catman somehow not DNFing or being disqualified after coming back onto the circuit across the grass. I believe he is going to have to let some people by after that. Matt Rosie and Spaceman side by side here as they make their way through Sagrees corner. So leading the first lap is the... I believe this is the high-tech of Just Secret, doing well, and, oh, what's this? He's gone and weaving back and forth now. We're not under safety car, are we? Jose Miguel not that far behind, takes up all of the curving. Oh, Just Secret! Is he gonna lose it? Wow! And they make contact there! That one's gonna open the door for Nicky64, and, I'm not entirely sure what's happened there. Someone lost the car, going out of turn number 1 of Primera. Jose Miguel, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Let me get everything up here. Was not even ready to do the thing. Money Matt, he's going to look to the inside of JCast. By the way, good to have Money Matt back in a car, back to racing here. Matt Rosie going to be looking. He's going to make the switch back on Jose Miguel. That was a nice move there. And it looks like now, it appears El Majaco and Nicky64 trading the fastest laps back and forth. Couple cars coming in. That's Big Pack, and I believe that's Grumpy Old Catman coming in as well. No, that's Jose Miguel also coming in. J-Cast and Money Matt side by side, heading into Lagos corner. Money Matt's got the advantage. I believe DRS is open this time anyways. J-Cast with the DRS right to the gearbox of Money Matt. Is he going to look to the inside, send it into the VIP tower? And I believe he is. That was a very nice move there. Had competed in every season of Midwest F2, and then the short-lived tenure of Outside East F2. Majaco's going to have the DRS. Going to look to the inside as they head into Primera corner. And he's going to get him by a mile there. It looks like a little bit further back. Who's going to get this one here? Money Matt looks to the inside. That's actually J-Cast. He's going to switch back on J-Cast, and he's going to get the spot. That was a great move there. Meanwhile, Matt Rosie wants in on this as well, into Lagos. Right to the gearbox of J-Cast. Somehow no contact was made. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead, Nicky64. Is he going to try to make the dive on El Majaco? Oh, and I think he maybe wanted to, just ran out of space to make it happen. The wing of Matt Rosie. DRS once again. Gonna try to look to the inside. J-Cast gonna have to do some defending here. Didn't really even pressure J-Cast there, maybe waiting for a better chance. And oh, it looks like Tono has been disqualified for going off there. And yeah, he's in the center, a very tricky spot of the circuit. Not really much you can do there as far as not being disqualified, unfortunately. And now the track is getting wet. Oh, Matt Rosie, can he hold on to it? He's going to send it across the grass. That one's going to be close, and... wow, he's almost actually... he's gotten a 10-second penalty from it. That was not really his fault there. Not much he could do. Just went for a little bit of a ride and picked up a time penalty, as it turns out. El Majaco on his way in, finally. Matt Rosie surely going to be following suit. That is going to potentially open the door for Nicky64 already on the wet tires. The problem is, I'm not sure... oh, and has Matt Rosie crashed? No, he's just gone and done it in the pits. That's a bit unfortunate there. He was really, really fast driver. Didn't quite want to see that happen. And we are under a full safety car with almost no time to go. And I'm just a little confused as to why the safety car has come out. That I don't I don't quite understand that, to be honest, but the safety car is out. Which means we're going to get a sprint to the finish, lads. This is going to be fun. But if there is one thing I remember about Money Matt, he does get good pace in an F2 car. And El Majaco definitely trying to stack up the field as much as he can here. Hopefully the tires aren't too cold. I am assuming once they reach the straight, it's going to be go, 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 and hopefully... And it looks like still hasn't hit the accelerator yet. Here it goes. Now it begins. And it looks like J-Cast did not get a good start to the safety car. He is being hunted down by the Trident of Super Ninos right behind him. Is he going to try the dive into turn 1? I don't think he will. Oh, potentially. Oh, he's hit the brakes way late there. Looking around the outside of J-Cast. He's probably going to have to give that position back. Money Matt sweeps into 4th position. Can he dive down into 3rd? He's going to try for it. Oh, and goodness me. That one almost ended poorly, and he's seated position there. I'm not sure if he took that. J-Cast would have been too happy. But I'd like to see a good maneuver here. Maybe Big Pack can make something happen. Is he going to look for the dive? Oh, I think he wanted to have it, but he didn't. Money Matt went wide. I think maybe he and Super potentially made some contact there, side by side between the two Trident drivers. A position not really necessary for Money Matt to defend here. I assume just like he had hoped for. But now the battle between the Tridents again. Super, is he going to look to the inside? And wow, he is. I think Money Matt maybe went a little bit wide there, but it's side by side between the two Trident drivers as they head through, what is this, just a grease corner. A little bit of wing damage there for someone behind them. It's going to be side by side as they make their way out of Sagrees and into Galp. Goodness me, side by side in a wet track, not necessarily what you want. I think Super is going to get the spot here. El Majaco takes the win. Super's gone wide. I think Money Matt's going to get the spot. Well, Super's going to finish anyways. But man, was that an entertaining finish there. The two Trident drivers. Nearly incidents between the both of them, but it's Majaco taking the win in the sprint race. J-Cast coming home in 2nd. Super in 3rd after penalties. Nicky in 4th after penalties. Money Matt takes 5th. Grumpy Old Catman in 6th. Valentine takes 7th. 8th is Big Pack. 9th. Well, anyways, El Majaco had himself a commanding lead there towards the end. And does bring back the cape. And the cape is suddenly gone, but El Majaco takes home the sprint race win. Now, how's that gonna line things up for the future? And so, as the drivers line up on the grid, remember Midwest is sponsored by both Raise Energy and EPOS Audio. 5 lights are on. And so it begins. Off the line they go, and it looks like, I believe, Matt Rosie and J-Cast both got a really good start. It's going to be side by side, potentially 3 abreast in the first corner. Majaco lurking behind, and it looks like J-Cast does have the benefits of starting on the left side of the grid there, or the right side rather, and he has taken the spots. And they all file in behind them, and it looks like Tono has gone off way towards the back. But it looks like J-Cast has the lead. Matt Rosie looking down to the inside. It's going to be side by side into turn 5 towards the back. I believe that's Nicky 64 down to the inside of Majaco. He looked for it as well. And it looks like both the Trident boys coming together once again. That was almost very close there for the lead. Side by side here between Nicky 64 and Super. And it looks like Super is, or that's Jose Miguel rather. Super and Money Matt still side by side. Out of Samsung corner. Both the Trident lads battling it out there. Matt Rosie still less than 2/10 of a second off the lead here. J-Cast does have some pace, but Matt Rosie is, well, really pacey in his own right. Right to the back of him, a little bit of contact there. Nothing to be worried about so far, and it looks like ZGS, is he going to be getting around Money Matt? Yes, he is. Really jumbled about field here. Jose Miguel, he's going to look to the inside on Nicky 64. Can we look and see what tires people are on? Tono has picked up a 10-second time penalty for cutting a corner, it seems. Jose Miguel down to the inside on Nicky 64. I believe he's going to have that one. It's going to be side by side into turn 1 for the lead. And it looks like, is J-Cast going to hold on to it? They're still side by side. El Majaco, he wants in there as well. 3 cars all battling for the lead. All 3 of them on the soft compound as well. This one gonna be close. I think a bit of an incident towards the back. That's Aero Racing Design who's gone off potentially. Either that or he's gone in the pits, I'm not quite sure, but still 1, 2, and 3 all within 1 second of each other. This is some brilliant racing here. Meanwhile, Super Nina's looking to get past Nicky 64. Nicky 64 trying to reel in Jose Miguel here, but at the moment, it's Matt Rosie, J-Cast, and Majacco. All three. He's got the DRS to J-Cast. Is he going to try one to the inside? No, he's not just yet. Meanwhile, Money Matt and Super Ninas in there as well. I believe Money Matt made a dive on Nicky 64. Super Ninas right to the inside. He almost overtook both of them. He's still right there. Nicky 64 and Money Matt. Contact was made there, and Super round the outside of his teammate. Money Matt does go wide. Somehow doesn't pick up any sort of a penalty, but he's just done in both Money Matt and Nicky 64 there. And I tell you what, that was nice. Definitely no lack of testicular fortitude there for Super. That was a great move. Not to mention, look at this, Jose Miguel wants in on this as well. Jose Miguel has severely closed the gap back to Majacco and J-Cast. Oh, but it looks like Miguel got a little bit of oversteer there. Majacco really needs to get around J-Cast here. That gap from J-Cast to Matt Rosie, 2.5 seconds. That's not exactly comfortable. Oh, we got a bit of an incident here. Looks like Big Pack and ZJS, something has happened. I didn't expect that. I'm not sure what that was, but anyway. Looks like here's Majacco still looking to try to make some sort of move on J-Cast right to the gearbox of him. Nothing to be had just yet. Jose Miguel patiently awaiting his turn in on this as well. Meanwhile, the two Trident lads of Super and Money Matt both in on this as well. And I tell you what, Jose Miguel has been struggling with turn 4. Majacco looking for the outside. J-Cast tried to cover off the line, sends it around the outside, and is he going to be able to have the move? It's going to be side-by-side on exit of the corner. They're still side-by-side up the hill. This one isn't going to be exactly safe through Samsung. Majacco giving him plenty of space, still side-by-side, and Majacco finally pulls out ahead. That has opened the door for Jose Miguel, who I would assume kind of towards now the mediums are going to start to show their true pace. Is he going to be looking to make the move on J-Cast? Not yet. I believe he's going to once DRS comes around. Doesn't have a comfortable opportunity yet. But I tell you what, Jose Miguel is struggling with his car. You've seen him oversteer a few times already. And I tell you what, Jose Miguel definitely looks to have bags of pace here. Matt Rosie sets the fastest lap at 1:27.4. DRS here for both J-Cast and Jose Miguel. Going to be side by side down the pit straight into Primera corner. Still side by side, maybe a little bit of contact there. Both drivers go wide. No penalties to be had. El Majacco now has a 4.5 second deficit back to Matt Rosie. And I tell you what, you can thank J-Cast for that. He did everything he could to fend off Majacco's overtake and eventually just couldn't hold on anymore. For what it was, J-Cast put up one hell of a fight. Once he got past J-Cast there, he'd start to close the gap. At that point, it was 4.5 seconds. Now, up to 6.5. DRS here for Super. He's got J-Cast in his sight. J-Cast switches down to the inside. I like what J-Cast is doing. He's making the drivers try it around the outside. Definitely going to be difficult in this section of the track. Oh, that's about 8 seconds, that is. Oh, we've got some sort of an incident back there. Big Pack has gone off. Tono has gone off. And a virtual safety car. He's got a 5-second penalty, and now a full safety car. Big Pack with a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Tono. And a full safety car out on track, and that is not... Well, I guess that is going to help El Majacco as far as he's not really going to lose any spots. Him and Matt Rosie, for that matter. But I think if you are on the medium tires, now is going to be the time to come in for the softs, as the blokes ahead of you, they have to pit for the other compound. You know what? Looks like, look at this, J-Cast. I think he just overtook Super in the pit lane. It was side by side on the way in. I'm not sure what's happened there. That almost got crazy. Looks like Tono's gone off there. Big Pack, yeah, look at the damage he's got. Oh, and he's just going to kill himself. Well, that's one way to do it, I suppose. Anyways, Matt Rosie. So as the safety car comes in this lap, you'd have to believe that Matt Rosie and Majacco are going to be on the back foot here, being as that they are on the medium tires. So I'm really going to be looking forward to seeing what Nicky 64, Super Nina, oh, what's this? Bit of a conundrum here. Jose Miguel wants in on this as well. J-Cast as well. Pretty much everyone behind El Majacco and Matt Rosie on the soft tires. We are going to be along with, I believe, Nicky64 this time. Matt Rosie's going to get the field off to a quick start here, it seems. Oh, and look at this. A little bit of games playing here. Jesus! And it looks like Matt Rosie nearly killed the Australian. Down to the inside goes Jose Miguel, and I believe some games being played there on the restart. Jose Miguel, is he going to send it to the inside on Matt Rosie? Man, he almost did. That was making Matt Rosie go wide. Side by side here between himself and Jacko, and it looks like Super Nidus wants in on this as well. Look to it. Contact with Majacco, and that's going to open the door, I think, for J-Cast here, side by side, down the straight here, and don't look now, it is starting to get cloudy outside. Maybe we might have some rain again. Down to the inside goes J-Cast, onto the Trident driver of Super. Is he going to get the move? And yes, he will. That was nicely done there. I think he's probably come in just a little bit too soon. Super Nidus to the back of J-Cast. He's going to look to the right side. Matt Rosie's gone off. He's gone through the gravel. The leader of the race, yet again, with some sort of trouble as the rain falls. That's going to open the door. Super, down to the inside. Is he going to try to make it 3 wide? No, and he backs out of it. That was lucky there. Super, once again, he's going to send it again into VIP Tower. He almost made the spot as well. Super is into the grass just a little bit, tries to hang it around the outside. Oh, his connection probably sucks, but that's just fine. Still trying to find the way around Matt Rosie, and I just have to wonder what happens for Matt Rosie to lose the spot. I noticed Majacco looks to the inside on Jose Miguel. Is he going to find the spot? The answer is yes. Jose Miguel, he's got 0.6 of a second between him and Majacco. Is he going to send it to the inside? Majacco didn't really take Lago's corner that cleanly, as it turns out. Both of these drivers seem to kind of be struggling a little bit. So a whole mess of penalties here. Here comes Matt Rosie. He's going to look to the inside on Money Matt as they head down into the VIP Tower. Is he going to be able to make it happen? Yes, he will. However, I'm not sure, but meanwhile, Matt Rosie getting around Money Matt. Oh, and it looks like Valentine, he's gone for a little bit of a spin here. Jose Miguel, I gotta say, has, aside from the time penalties, he's been keeping it very clean. We've seen him struggle so much with that car, along with a lot of people on the grid. Oh, and there he goes, Jose Miguel, struggling there. Down to the inside goes Matt Rosie, and he's going to get that position one way or another. Side by side they go. But, I gotta say, the Australian has come back to F2 and put on a show. Who else but Jacko? Jacko is going to take home the win here. Sweep the races here in the Midwest F2 Wednesday race. And it looks like Money Matt gets a 5-second time penalty for an unserved penalty, so Super's going to get in that position for some reason. Goodness gracious, that I've just witnessed a death. Oh, not Catman as well. Oh my god. And J-Cast doing the good thing there and not really choosing to, choosing life that time, I suppose.